Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH fans sound off on Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley being at war in Season 14 trailer. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 trailer dropped this week, giving fans much to discuss. After much anticipation regarding the new season, RHOBH fans won't have to wait much longer until the ladies of Beverly Hills are back on screen. The Season 14 cast brings back Kyle Richards, Erika Jayne, Sutton Stracke, Garcelle Beauvais, and Dorit Kemsley, with newbie Bozoma St. John thrown in. Jennifer Tilly and Kathy Hilton will shake things up as friends of the cast on Season 14. The trailer was jam-packed with drama from all the women, but all social media could talk about was Kyle versus Dorit. X, formerly Twitter, was on fire, with fans and critics weighing in on the feud between the former friends turned foes. Dorit finally has a backbone to stand up to Kyle. "Boo, we are going eat good this season, honey," read an X. Another pointed out that Dorit has had it with Kyle, especially after the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 13 reunion. "Kyle and Dorit are at war #RHOBH14 now, I have defend them both," said an X. One fan was super excited to see Dorit and Kyle fighting, claiming it had been a long time coming. "I need to know if PK was calling Kyle for #RHOBH, wrote one X user. There was an X that gave Dorit props for understanding the Season 14 assignment. A different fan already knows that at the reunion, Kyle and Dorit will be in the first seats next to Andy Cohen. Not everyone is psyched to see Dorit and Kyle face off, claiming that off-screen, they have already mended fences and been spotted out with Lisa Rinna. Fan reaction wasn't all about the two friends hating on each other. Some X's referred to that RHOBH Season 14 trailer as a whole. "I love when housewives get divorced because then they really work for their check," stated one X. "I've just rewatched Season 1 of #RHOBH and Kyle has been doing this for years. She has been producing herself and her family for so long. On one hand, it's natural. But on the other, girl, you're on reality TV. Read an X. While most social media comments were here for the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a couple of X users aren't feeling the season after watching the trailer. Only a few more weeks until Season 14 of RHOBH hits Bravo airwaves, and we certainly can't wait, but about you? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 trailer has dropped, and if there's one thing fans can't stop buzzing about, it's the tension between longtime friends Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley. "At war" is how viewers are describing the pair after they were seen at each other's throats in the trailer, and RHOBH fans across social media are already speculating about what led to the fallout and what it means for their close friendship going forward. For years, Kyle and Dorit seemed nearly inseparable. They navigated the highs and lows of Beverly Hills' social scene, supporting each other through controversies, relationship struggles, and clashes with other housewives. But this trailer paints a different picture: explosive confrontations, side-eye glances, and what fans are calling the coldest shoulder of the season. Many viewers believe the breakdown in Kyle and Dorit's friendship was a long time coming. Some feel the tension between the two has been bubbling for years, especially considering Dorit's tight-knit friendship with Kyle's sister, Kim Richards, and other rivalries in Kyle's circle. "It's like all this history has finally caught up with them," wrote one fan on Twitter, while another speculated, "I think they're outgrowing each other, which can happen in friendships. They're both going in different directions, and I don't know if they'll bounce back." The trailer features a pivotal moment where Dorit and Kyle confront each other over rumors and accusations, with Dorit throwing shade about Kyle's involvement in drama last season. In response, Kyle bites back, accusing Dorit of taking advantage of her loyalty. The back and forth in the trailer is intense, with the two launching accusations that leave fans guessing about what might have caused the rift. This divide has opened up a floodgate of fan theories, with many turning to social media to piece together the clues. Kyle and Dorit have been best friends for so long that it would take something big to break them apart, noted a longtime viewer on Reddit. This doesn't seem like a simple disagreement. It looks like betrayal on both sides. Some fans are convinced that Dorit's budding friendship with other housewives might have something to do with the clash. Dorit has recently been seen cozying up to Erika Jayne, whom Kyle has had a love-hate relationship with in past seasons. Erika's polarizing presence has been a point of contention in that RHOBH group before, and fans are quick to point out how alliances with her can lead to friction. If Erika's in Dorit's ear, she could easily be stirring the pot between her and Kyle, speculated one Twitter user. Kyle doesn't need that energy, and maybe Dorit should pick a side. Others are siding with Dorit, feeling Kyle's recent personal drama may be the real reason she's lashing out. It's no secret Kyle's going through a tough time in her marriage, a fan commented on Instagram. Maybe she's taking out her frustrations on Dorit instead of dealing with her own issues. This perspective has sparked a debate, as many fans are divided over whether it's fair for Kyle to let her personal struggles seep into her friendships, or whether her vulnerability should earn her some sympathy. Adding to the drama is the long history of tensions between Kyle and Dorit's husbands, Mauricio and PK. Viewers have seen the Richards Umlansky and Kemsley families navigate ups and downs over the years, from business disagreements to awkward dinner parties. Rumor has it, tensions between Mauricio and PK might have escalated behind the scenes, creating more distance between the wives as they support their spouses. A user on a fan forum pointed out, if Mauricio and PK are feuding, it could be putting a ton of stress on Kyle and Dorit's friendship. They both feel loyalty to their husbands, so it makes sense that would bleed over. Fan reactions are as divided as ever, with the community quickly aligning into Team Kyle or Team Dorit. Team Kyle supporters argue that she's been a steady, reliable friend to Dorit, sticking by her through thick and thin. Kyle has always been there for Dorit, no matter what, one fan posted in defense of Kyle. She was always picking up the pieces when everyone turned on Dorit last season, so if Kyle's hurt, there must be a reason. Others believe that Kyle might be lashing out unnecessarily, leaning into her queen bee status a little too heavily. Dorit's her own person, and she's allowed to have other friends, a Reddit user commented. Kyle needs to realize she can't control everyone, especially Dorit. Meanwhile, Team Dorit fans see her as someone who's stepping out of Kyle's shadow, becoming a more independent force on the show. Dorit's been living in Kyle's world for so long, it's time she asserts herself, said one Instagram commenter. Maybe she's just finding her voice and Kyle isn't ready for that. Supporters of Dorit are quick to remind others of her loyalty, pointing to her past efforts to defend Kyle and keep the peace, even when others were against her. In the trailer, the emotional intensity reaches new heights as both women break down, showing tears that reveal the hurt underneath the drama. Longtime RHOBH fans were quick to react to the tears, noting the authenticity of their confrontation and how it points to real emotions beyond the usual petty fights on the show. You can tell this isn't just for the cameras, observed a Twitter user. Whatever happened here, it hit a nerve, and I think this might be the most genuine feud we've seen in a while. This falling out between Kyle and Dorit is adding a compelling layer to the upcoming season, with fans eagerly anticipating how it will play out and whether there's any hope of reconciliation. Many predict a season-long arc where the two struggle to find common ground, perhaps involving other cast members in attempts to mediate or exacerbate the feud. Fans are especially curious about how other housewives, like Garcelle Bavas and Sutton Strack, might play into the situation. Garcelle, known for her blunt honesty, may be the one to call both friends out on their behavior, while Sutton's empathetic approach might see her try to bring them back together. Ultimately, fans are buckling up for a season filled with raw emotions, shocking accusations, and, hopefully, some resolutions. Some fans are cautiously optimistic, hoping that, despite the intense fallout, the trailer hints at the depth of their friendship, a bond strong enough to weather even the toughest storms. They've been friends for so long, they know each other's darkest secrets, wrote a hopeful viewer on Reddit. Maybe this is just a bump in the road, and they'll come out of it even stronger. Only time will tell if Kyle and Dorit can mend the broken bridges, or if season 14 will be the year that truly tests, and possibly ends, one of RHOBH's longest-running friendships. For now, fans are tuning in and taking sides, ready to watch it all unfold on Bravo, popcorn in hand, as the drama in Beverly Hills reaches new heights.